Have you ever felt like you're stuck? Like you're trying so hard to make a change, but the scale just won't budge? Trust me, I get it, and so do millions of others. Today, we're not going to talk about fad diets or impossible workout routines. Instead, we're going to talk about something much more powerful, real stories from real people. These are stories of struggle, perseverance, and ultimately, incredible transformation. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's get inspired together. Sarah didn't start with a crazy gym schedule. She started small. She committed to a 15-minute walk every single morning before anyone else in the house woke up. It was her time. She started swapping one unhealthy meal a day for a homemade salad or a lean protein dish. The first few weeks were tough. The cravings were real and her muscles ached. There were days she wanted to give up, but she remembered her son's face in the park. That was her why. That little 15-minute walk turned into 30 minutes, then into a light jog. She discovered she loved cooking healthy meals and found joy in experimenting with spices and vegetables. At the same time, he decided to find a form of movement he actually enjoyed. He hated the gym. The clanging weights and rows of treadmills just filled him with dread. So he tried a dance class, and he loved it. It didn't feel like a workout. It felt like a party. He was laughing, sweating, and having fun. For the first time, exercise was a celebration of what his body could do, not a punishment for what it looked like. The weight started to come off, but this time it was different. It was slow, steady, and sustainable. A year later, Mark was not only at his healthiest weight ever, but he was also happy. He had finally made peace with food and with himself. His journey shows us that true lasting change is an inside job. It starts with self-love and self-respect, not self-hatred. Let's move on to Maria, who was in her 50s. She thought her days of being fit and active were long gone. With menopause, her metabolism had slowed down and the pounds just kept creeping on. She had resigned herself to the idea that this was just a part of aging. She felt invisible and her joints ached constantly. She had always loved hiking, but even a short walk on a flat trail felt like a monumental effort. Her doctor gently suggested that losing some weight might help with her joint pain and overall health. Maria was skeptical. She'd seen her friends struggle and felt it was too late for her. But she decided to give it one last shot. She joined a local community center that offered group fitness classes for older adults. She was terrified on her first day, surrounded by strangers, but she quickly found a community. She found women her age who understood her struggles, who cheered her on when she held a plank for 10 seconds, and who shared healthy recipes. This sense of community was her secret weapon. They kept each other accountable, not with judgment, but with encouragement and laughter. Maria fell in love with water aerobics. It was gentle on her aching joints, but still gave her a fantastic workout. She started feeling stronger. Her joint pain began to fade. She also worked with a nutritionist who helped her understand the specific dietary needs for women in her age group, focusing on calcium and protein. Slowly but surely the weight came off. A year and a half later, Maria was 60 pounds lighter and had just completed a 10-mile hike with her new friends from the community center. She felt more vibrant and alive than she had in 20 years. Maria's story is a beautiful reminder that it is never, ever too late to change your life. And that sometimes, the journey is so much easier when you don't walk it alone.